Haynes with Stamp with Anita, and we are going to be doing the With You in Mind card class. And we're going to be focusing on this stamp set, With You in Mind. And I decided the cardstock that I would use would be the 2024 to 26 in color DSP, which comes in a pack of 6x6. And I have just loved playing with this. And I will tell you, like, a lot of times, even though this goes till 2026, this particular patterns of these may retire, so we'll know about that soon. But anyway, I've had such fun with this paper pack. This one again is the in color. You can get these same patterns in like our brights or our subtles or rich regals, neutrals, that kind of thing. But I've really enjoyed playing with these. I thought they played really well with this fun variety in this stamp set. So I'm going to pull over and we're going to start card 1. And again, I do have a PDF and I will share with you at the end how to get your hands on that. So here's the first card that we're going to do. And my PDF has all the supply list that you need with the items numbers, and then step-by-step instructions on how to assemble and put this card together. So we're going to start with the first card, which is my best wishes. I've already got all this all cut and prepped, ready to go. I'm starting with the Petunia Pop card base. And I picked these colors, by the way, right out of the in colors. So we're focusing on these in colors that are in this this paper packet. So just as a refresher, let me pull this over. So the in colors for 2024 to 2026 is Peach Pie, Petunia Pop, Pretty in Pink, which is a returning old color that retired, Shy Shamrock, and Summer Splash. So I, like I said, have absolutely loved playing with these colors. They're just so fun in spring, and I'm telling you, who's ready for spring? I know I am, especially after the last couple weeks. So all that to say, we're back here to Petunia Pop. This is just it was an 8.5 by 11 cut in half and then scored in half. And I'm just going to use my bone folder to give it a really good crease. So that's my card base. And then this, it actually, let me pull it over here. I don't know if you can tell better on the actual folder. It actually has little stars. Can you see that? And kind of like almost fireworks coming off of it. But when you emboss it, it actually comes across almost like florals, like the way it's done. So it's just a really pretty. So I just embossed a piece of white, and it's just a 4" by 5 1/4, and I ran that through that folder. We're just going to layer this directly on top of that Petunia Pop for our card base. And then I took some of the DSP, this is out of that paper pack, the in colors, and I cut them just in 1 by 3 strips. Okay, and you could literally use either side of these, but I'm going to stick some adhesive on the backs here. I'm going to use this side. And again, it's kind of fun because you can just kind of play around what looks best. So I'm going to take this, and we're just going to stick it right about here. I've kind of got almost it even around the base here. I don't know if you can tell that on the white. So I'm going to stick down. That's Peach Pie. And this is the Petunia Pop with the stripes. And then this one is, which one is this? I get the Summer Splash and the other, let me look here. I want to make sure I get this right. Summer Splash and the Shy Shamrock. So this is the Shy Shamrock. They're very, very close. Actually, let me see if I can pull over. So this is the Shy Shamrock, and this is the Summer Splash. Can you see? It's very, very similar. The Shy Shamrock, as in, you know, coming up here in March, the green is a little more green. It's got more yellow in it, and the Summer Splash has a little more blue in it, although they're both kind of in that green family. So I've got those on there. And then this is Shy Shamrock, which I actually use one of my favorite set of dies, the Stylish Shapes dies, which has stitched circles and squares and these little banners, which are awesome. I cut that out. I cut 2 of them out, one in the Shy Shamrock, one in the white. And I'm going to stamp on this with my sentiment. So I'm going to use Best Wishes, and I forgot to pull my ink pads out. Petunia Pop as the ink. Let me move this out of the way so I don't get ink on this. Sorry about the sniffles. I'm sure that sounds lovely. You know what? I think I need to put my readers on so I can actually see what I'm doing. All right, so tap, tap, tap. And then this, I'm just going to stamp. So I've got these two, and I'm actually going to take and layer these two together. Actually, I don't. No, I guess I didn't. I had to look at my card sample to remember what I had done. I'm actually going to go ahead and apply this one. I think I lied to you, said I wasn't going to do that, but I'm going to go ahead and put this. Studio is really damp, and I tried to get my fireplace on so it'd be nice and toasty, and of course it was not cooperating today, so it's really damp down here. All right, and then I'm going to take this one. I'm actually going to take and pop up with dimensionals. Oh gosh, I don't know if you can hear that squeaking, so my husband must have just come home, and Forrest must have greeted him at the door with his squeaky toy. Pull these off, and we're just going to pop these up right there, and I kind of offset it a little bit. And then I have some of our white baker's twine. I'm just going to tie a quick bow, nothing too fancy. And then I'm going to use, I don't know if I got my glue dots out. Let me see. Here they are. I'm going to take a glue dot. That's just the easiest way to put any kind of twine or anything on, or embellishment. I just stick that on there. And then I'm actually going to take it and just I'm going to put it on my scissors just to make it easier to do. And I'm just going to kind of tuck it down underneath here, so it just kind of hangs out from under there. There you have it. And then I do need to trim this off a little bit. It's a little long. There you go. This card is so quick and simple. I'm going to go ahead and close this up because we're done with this Petunia Pop. And then the last but not least, I absolutely love these. These are also the same in colors from 2024 to 2026 that are in the main catalog. I love these, and they're so fun. So I'm going to take a few of these, and we're going to be using these on all of the cards. And I'm going to take what I'm assuming is the Petunia Pop and just add some bling on here. There's two different sizes of each color. Let's do that, and let's do another one. I'll put it right here. Last, which I almost forgot to do, the inside of the card. We're just going to layer that on the inside. And this says Best Wishes. And then you can use whatever sentiment. This doesn't really have any inside sentiment, so you can pull something from something else. So what I think I'm going to do, this Beautiful Butterflies is, it's so lovely. It's also in the new mini. And I think I'm going to pull out, let's see, Best Wishes. Let's just say we'll use this. And we'll pull a block out. It says Time to Celebrate. So whatever those best wishes are. That could be a birthday, it could be a retirement, it could be graduation. Really, really versatile card. You could leave it blank on the inside. But Time to Celebrate. There you go. Love it. And there you have it. That's the first card. So quick and easy. We're going to go ahead and close these off. I can't believe I've only been stamping one card. And look at this. I've already got ink all over me. Such a fun, quick, simple card. So that was the first card down. And we'll move on to the second one. Oops. I don't think that was the second. Let's see. There we go. This one here. So this one, we're actually using the Peach Pie. Let me pull that out. So this is the Peach Pie ink pad. And it's kind of a cross between like a daffodil and a pumpkin pie. A little more subtle. I'm going to open this up and try to see if I can get away with not getting peach pie all over me. I'll lay that down. So let's pull out the pieces and parts out of here. What I did on this, I used our heavy white cardstock, the thick. And again, it's 8.5 by 11 that was cut in half and then scored in half. And then what I did, that same folder that I shared with you and ran it through the embossing machine. And what I did is I don't know if you can see it, I actually put a little notch right here so I would be consistent with all the cards I was making. And I just put it in up to that notch on there, little tick mark. It's like about 1.5 inches. I have it written out on the, yeah, it's 1.5 inches up. And I ran that through the embossing folder, so it just gave me this really nice embossed edge, and which is kind of cool because you also see it from the inside. That's how I did that. And then this piece right here, this is 2 3/4 by 5.5, and so I took this and I'm going to stamp on it, and I'm going to take the flower that's out of here, and I actually am going to take it and I'm going to stamp it off because I don't want it quite as dark. So we're just going to basically make our own pattern paper, which is such a great idea. You can pretty much make your own pattern paper with any of the stamp set images. And I'm just kind of turning the cardstock so it's a little inconsistent. Not, oh, sorry, I'm hitting the light. I think I'm making it shake. Try not to do that. There we go, almost. I remember I used to do these one-sheet wonders where I would stamp an entire sheet of 8.5 by 11 and then cut them in pieces and make all kinds of cards and projects. Let me know if you remember those days. I should probably do that again. So anyway, so there we have it. And I can't remember if I yes, I still need this. So let me leave this out. I'm going to go ahead and clean up my image. Okay. So this, then I'm going to take, we have these ribbons available in these 5 different in colors. And I love it. It's like almost like a cotton with a stitched, I don't know what they call it. What do they call this? Well, it's not cotton. It's actually polyester. But anyway, it's funny because it looks and feels like a cotton tweed or something. So anyway, I've got that. I've already got a piece of it cut. This is like, I don't know, maybe 6 inches or so. And I'm just going to take my adhesive and run it. I'm going to take that ribbon and put it right along the base of this card, or this strip of cardstock that I stamped, and then just wrap it around to the back where I had stuck some of the adhesive. I'm just going to stick with my Tombow. It's going to go right on top of my card. Like that. It's just kind of nice. It's got the stamped, it's got this texture of the ribbon, and then it's got this texture of the embossing. And then the other thing I did is I took this punch. Can't remember what it's actually called. I don't know if it's called like a hexagon, or I'm not sure. But I took it and punched a piece out again of the DSP. And I'm going to take, I punched also a piece out of the white. I'm going to stamp on that. So this one we're going to do thank you. So, and this I am going to stamp directly. I'm not going to stamp it off because I want it to be a little bolder. Like so. Clean this off. Trying to be good here. Okay. And then I'm going to adhere these together. I'm going to stick some adhesive here. And just kind of shift it a little bit so it sticks out from the bottom underneath there. Like so. The nice thing about using the multi-purpose glue is you can, for a few seconds, move it around a little bit. And then we're going to take it and pop it up with dimensionals. So we're going to pop that up right here. And then we're going to add some embellishments. And one of the new ones that's so fun are these tiny bead trinkets. And they are so precious and tiny. I'm going to open this up. And I just need one of them. Look how tiny they are. Like, it's so tiny. I could put it on top of my... And they're not self-adhesive or anything. So I am going to use glue dots again. And I think what I'm going to do is just take a glue dot. Well, I was going to roll it up on there, but decided to stick to my fingers and stick a glue dot on there. And then we're going to add this right there. How cute is that? And then last but not least, we've got some of the embellishments again. And we're going to use, obviously, the peach pie ones. So I'm going to take a larger one, and I think, let's see, I kind of want to put one maybe right in the middle. I don't know. Maybe in the middle of one of the flowers there. And then this one over here. And then let's do another one on this one. So there you have it. Thank you. Isn't that fun? And then again, you can stamp whatever you'd like on the inside. I think I might just leave that inside blank. Actually, you know what? I'm going to pull this one out because I'm going to share about this card or this stamp set later. And this has, I couldn't have done it without you. I think that works great for a thank you card. So we're going to pull that out. Make sure we're stamping correct side up. I couldn't have done it without you. Again, you could use any stamp set that you have. And if you wanted to, you could even take that flower. This time I'm going to stamp it. There we go. How fun is that? So again, a quick and easy thank you card featuring the not only just the stamp set, the With You in Mind, but then the DSP, some of the bling, the in color bling. Okay, so let's set that one aside. On to the next one. Okay, so this is the next card. The third card I want to do is this Happy Birthday card, and this has got kind of a fun fold. This one's actually using the Summer Splash, which is still green, but it's got a little more blue in it than the Shy Shamrock. And so this one is not necessarily a fancy fold, but a fun fold. It's a little different. This is like the base back here of your card, and then we've got a flap on the front. And I think let me see, my sizes for this. This is 4 1/4, so the same size. And this, when it's folded, is 5 1/2. But when it's open, it's actually 8 1/4. And then it's scored at 2 3/4. And that's going to make my card base. And then, since I've got it right here, this is the layering piece that's just going to go on the inside. So I'm going to go ahead and put that down with my multi-purpose glue. And then I used, again, another piece of the DSP that was in the In Color paper pack. And I'm just going to take that, and it's cut to layer right on top of this flap. So let me see if I have a size on that once I glue this down. I know it's going to be 4 inches this way from top to bottom, and then the width on that is 2 1/2. And then these we're going to stamp and we're going to layer on top, but instead of it just being basic rectangle, we're going to turn these into a tag real quick. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to simply take one side and I'm going to snip it like so. And so that the other side is the same, I'm just going to flip it. So it was here. I'm going to flip it over just like turning a page onto that corner so that I can use that as my guide to snip the other side. Like so. There's my tag, and then it's going to actually get layered onto here. So I might as well go ahead and snip it. So I've layered it, and then I'm just following that same, oops, that same angle. Trying to hold on to it. I could have finished stamping and then done it, glued it down so it wouldn't shift, but I'm being brave. And then let's go ahead and stamp on this, and we'll put this together. So on this one, we're going to use, we're going to use out of the stamp set, the big happy birthday. And let's see, it is Summer Splash. Pull the right color out. I don't know if you can see Summer Splash and then Shy Shamrock. Can you see the difference there? This has got a lot more yellow, more green. It's got more blue in it. This is really similar to, it coordinates really well with Costa Cabana, believe it or not, which also coordinates really well with Pool Party. So you can do kind of monochromatic stamping with those colors. All right, so let's open this up. Oh my goodness, I am weak, ladies. All right, so we're going to go ahead and stamp this. Happy birthday. I kind of have a big block, but I had my smaller blocks were already being used. So I'm going to do happy birthday, and I'm going to stamp it towards the right and up at the top here. There we go. Because I've got to stamp some little cupcakes here on the bottom. So clean that off. And then I'm going to take the little cupcake, and I'm going to use our Stampin' Right markers. I'm going to use the Pretty in Pink and the Pecan Pie. And I'm going to just take the brush side and basically just carefully paint. And I don't know if you can tell, but I'm not even using the tip. I'm almost using the side of the brush, of the marker. Especially since these are kind of solid images. Because I want to get a really good full coverage on there. And then I'm using the pink. Looks like there's something on my stamp there. All right. And then I'm going to use the old term huffing. Kind of putting some moisture back on that. And I'm going to stamp one of these kind of right in the center here. Down here. Like so. Clean that off a little bit, and then we're going to go at it again. I feel like I've got stuff on this thing. So, got that, and the pink. And we'll stamp this one, and then we're going to go for the third time's the charm. Finish it off. Do the top, the icing. It's like squeaking on there, isn't it? Oops. And then we're going to put this one down right here. Happy birthday with those cute little cupcakes on there. So that's a way to get two different ink colors on one stamp. And then we're going to take... I'm going to set that out of the way. We're going to take this and go ahead and do our layering onto our tag with my adhesive. And it's just going to layer right on top of there. Oh, now I hear my cat coming. Oh my goodness. And then I'm going to use an old Stampin' Up! Hole punch, but I was so excited to see that we're coming out with a triple pack of like mini hole punches, and one, let me pull this. You remember this style of hole punch that we used to have? One is a little slit like this. Another one is an 1/8 inch circle, which is what this one is. And then the other one is similar to this, but then has like a little bump up, and it's a triple pack. That's coming out. Demonstrators, if you're a demonstrator, can actually order them now. That's one of the nice things about being a demonstrator. We get early access. But I believe it's coming out next month. So I can't wait because I don't know. I love the dies. Obviously, there's a lot you can do with the dies, but I absolutely love punches. They're so quick and easy. So I'm going to take that same type of ribbon that we have in the In Colors, and this is in the Pretty in Pink, and I'm just going to run it through here. And then I've got a piece of, again, the Baker's Twine. And what I'm going to do with this one this time is I'm going to take it, and usually it has, let me see, I don't know how many strands this one has. I don't know if I'm in the camera even. Looks like it's got 3 and 3, or 3 and 5. However many, I'm going to split it and take it apart. You don't have to do this. It just adds some more layered texture to this. I'm going to pull them apart. So now I have like 2 pieces of twine, right? And then I'm just going to take it. I've got this pink ribbon, Pretty in Pink, and I'm just going to tie a bow. And you'll see, compared to the first bow I tied for the other card, it's just kind of fun. Oh, let me see if I got it. There we go. Pinch it up there, and then just make a bow. And it just, I don't know, it just gives it a different look. And let's go ahead and glue it down, and then, well, no, let me go ahead and trim it first, because I want to trim these ends of this Pretty in Pink ribbon. I'm going to go ahead and trim the ends of that. Just a more fun, interesting way to attach it. Oh, excuse me, the ribbon. So now we're going to attach this to the card. We're going to take dimensionals, and what I want to make sure is that the dimensionals are only on this side of the card or the tag. And it's just, I'm actually going to put an extra, probably overkill, but you know. But then I'm just going to go ahead and attach it to the card. So there, where the dimensionals are just there, so it's popped up a little bit, and we've got the fun texture of the pattern paper and the ribbon, and then this fun bow. Looks like the end of that one's hiding under there. Let's pull it out. Oh, did I stick it down? Oh, goodness. I must have stuck it down with the dimensionals. Oh. Oh. All right, let's pull it out. We got it. Okay, so make sure the ribbon's not stuck to the actual dimensional underneath there. All right. And then that opens up, and you can stamp a message here. And I think what I'm going to do is actually take the same Time to Celebrate. What did I do with it? Here we go. I used this earlier on the other card. Let's make sure it's clean. And then I'm just going to take it and stamp it in the Summer Splash. And just right in the middle there, so that when it's closed, it gets covered up. Oh, happy birthday. How fun is that? And it's just, like I said, it's a fun fold. Not necessarily fancy or anything, but quick and fun, and a little more unexpected. And the last card that we're going to do is this one. And I've been really looking forward to sharing this one with you. I was excited about this card because of the products, the additional products I was using on it. But I'm a little saddened because I just found out that this whole bundle, this extra bundle that I'm using, which I'm going to show you right here, Changing Leaves, is on the last chance list. So we have replaced the retiring list with what's called a last chance list. So things get moved from, you know, being orderable. It's still orderable, but it's put on a last chance list to kind of give you a heads up to say, this is your last chance to get it. And from there, once it's sold out, it's gone. I absolutely love this. This was actually an online exclusive, so a lot of you might not have even seen it. some of those online exclusives get missed. But I love the stamp set in and of itself. Obviously, it's got fall vibes, but it could be used any time of year. It's got some amazing sentiments inside. But this is the thing that I absolutely love about it. So you can buy the stamp set by itself, and then you can buy, this is called a hybrid folder with dies, and these come together, or you can get the entire bundle. And I would definitely think about the bundle, because the bundle itself, here's the item number, by the way, 164139, is $54 for all 3 of these. On this particular card, I didn't use the die part. I just used the folder, and the folder in and of itself is wonderful. But this is called a hybrid. I'm going to show you real quick, and I know I've shown hybrid folders before, but the die set not only comes with this part that's used with the folder, it also comes with all of these. And that's what we're going to be using on the card, is some of these. So it's got these wonderful die cut out leaves, and then it's got wonderful shapes for sentiments, which I've also used in the past. But the other thing that's cool with this hybrid folder is, let me pull this off without, is this nestled in here. And so I could run this through the folder, and not only is it going to emboss it, but it's also going to cut those leaves out. So it's so wonderful. And you could even stamp some of those first if you wanted to, and run them through as well. But it's just, again, it fits right in there, nestles, you run it through, doesn't ruin the folder, cuts them out, bosses them at the same time. So it's such a wonderful, just wonderful product that I'm so sad is going to be leaving us. So I really, if I were you, I would grab this. I would definitely grab this. So what I did on this particular card, I only actually used the folder part. It was 8.5 by 11 cut in half, so 5.5 by 8.5, and then scored in half at 4 1/4. And then what I did, and I don't know if you can see it, but I also scored it from, let me look at the instructions so I can get the dimensionals for you. So I scored the front part of the card. So right here, I put a little tick mark here, and it was at 1 3/4, and then I scored it from there down to this corner. And I did score it and fold it in half really well before I ran it through the folder, because it's a lot harder to do that once it's run through the folder. Once I did that, I left it down. I didn't have it up when I ran it through the folder. I left it down and then ran it through the folder, and so it gave me that embossing. And like I said, I did the scoring first because now it just makes it easier to fold that up. Here's the card. Let's get working. I think my voice has just about had it. So here's the inside of the card, and it's your typical, inside of a card where I do, it's like 4 inches by 5 1/4. I'm going to go ahead and glue that down. And this card base color, oh my goodness, this is one of our newest colors called Basic Beige, and I absolutely love it. Looks like I got something on there. I don't know, it's kind of a cross between crumb cake and like gray granite, but I don't know, I just absolutely love it. So I've done this, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this flap up here, and I'm going to go ahead and attach dimensionals to keep it flapped up, basically. We'll put another one right here in the middle. Again, another just fun fold card. Nothing real fancy. And then this piece, again, is out of that DSP. This is the Pretty in Pink, and I'm going to choose this floral side because it coordinates so well with the folder. So all 4 of these cards, I've used the In Color DSP and focused on one of, a different color with each one. And this I'm going to layer. So there's like that tiny little, as you can see, tiny little layering there. So just that in and of itself is fun. It's a fun card. It could even open this way, but we're having it this way. And then for the sentiment, I used a die. I was trying to find something that would fit the Thinking of You, which is pretty large. So what I found that I had in my stash, there might be some other dies, was the deckled rectangles. So I used one of the deckled rectangles and cut that out of white, and I'm using the Thinking of You. And of course we're going to use the Pretty in Pink ink. We're going to ink this up and then stamp on this card. And it barely fits on there, but it fits. There we go. So there's the Thinking of You. I'm going to go ahead and clean this. And then I'm going to go ahead, since I have the ink out, and do the inside. Thinking of You. I'm actually going to pull this stamp set over again. I just love, again, it goes really well with this, but I love this. In case you need me, I'm here. And I thought that works really well with this card. D block, pretty much can use the D block over and over. So we're going to go ahead and just stamp that on the inside. In case you need me, I'm here. Isn't that pretty? I just love that. This whole set I love. I know we think we don't need any more butterflies, and this also has some really awesome coordinating products that go with it. I've got my pieces and parts. I'm actually going to go ahead and close this up, put it away. And then, so these were some of those dies that I talked about that were in the die set that I cut out of the coordinating die that goes with that. So I'm going to take these, some of these I'm going to punch out and use it around here to kind of come out of the edges and stuff. And I think what I'm going to go ahead and do, sometimes it's easier to do this. I'm going to kind of see where I want this positioned, first of all. Let's see, I think I want to go over this way more because I want some of these bigger leaves out here. Before I put adhesive down, I kind of like to lay the leaves out how I think I want to place them. Let's see, this one, I'm going to have a little white over here. This white to kind of offset the white on the other side over here. And then this one over here. Kind of like, that's basically, so I can kind of see. And then I can go ahead and put my dimensionals. You could attach it, I also want to make sure that this isn't going to go below. Actually, sometimes I use the glue dots, but now that I'm thinking about it and have this, I think what I'm going to do is kind of lay these, and I might just use the same dimensional. You'll see what I mean here in a minute. So if I do this, that's how it's going to lay down on there. I might just go ahead, oops, well, we lost that one, but that's all right. Lay that dimensional there, and that's going to automatically keep that one in that spot. And then here, I've already got a dimensional up here. Let's put one in this corner, and then one more maybe in the center. So this will show you two different ways to attach these things around here. One is with the dimensionals, and then the other one, the rest of them I'm going to use glue dots. But let's go ahead and I'm going to pull these out. And I'm going to, hopefully I'm not covering up what I'm doing. Sticking that down. So when that pulls up, you don't see any dimensionals, you just see the edges. And then the rest of these, I am going to go ahead and use glue dots to stick them in. So I'm just going to pull this back till I get to a glue dot, stick it on there, and then just tuck it up under there. Let's see, I think I want it to go more up like that. And then I'm going to do the same, I think, with this side. Oh, I got a glue dot stuck to my finger. We'll use that for the other one. This one, we're going to stick, kind of got a dimensional under there now that's fighting me. And I've got another glue dot here. might actually clip that off because I need to stuff it back up under there a little further than it's letting me go. So let's do it. Well, there we go. So now it's popped up. I feel like I want another dimensional right there to get, you know, make that a little more even. Yeah. Isn't that cute? And then last but not least, we need to put our bling on here. Oh, ladies, which reminds me, I forgot to put the bling on this one. Haha. We'll pull that back in a second. Let's finish this one up. All right. I always like to just use my snips. You can also use the pick tool. I always seem to misplace it. So the pick tool is another good way to put down the gems and things like that. I've always just gotten so used to just doing my snips. So on this one, I'm going to pick the Pretty in Pink, obviously. So let's pull these off. I'm going to stick one there, and then maybe a smaller one right adjacent. With bling, accents, and things, it's always nice to do like uneven numbers. It's just a design element kind of rule almost. I was going to put it there, but I think I'm just going to stick it up here. So I'm going to put 3. So you would put 3 or 5 or 7. Love this card. Look at all the textures and the dimension on there. And again, this changing leaves bundles is, you know, it's the highlight. It's the queen of this card. I just absolutely love it. Last chance for these. So I really would, it's definitely highly recommended. So, and I love this because you open it up and you've got this nice texture here, this interesting slant here. Pull back in this one because I did forget to put some bling on this. The Shy Shamrock. So let's do, I don't know, we'll put some bling up here. And then I think I might just put the other two, excuse me, down here just on the, it's almost hidden, but it's kind of like one of those things you don't see it right away and then you see it. I love that about designing things where you just, the more you look at it, the more you see. So there you go. Have that little bling down there. I think that adds so much. Pull the cards back over so see them all. And actually, I think I'm just going to take this off. Make it a little prettier. Get all this stuff out of the way. So there's the 4 cards. I just absolutely have loved playing with this stamp set. Again, this is the With You in Mind stamp set that's in the mini. Oops, I don't think I'm in the picture frame here, am I? Here we go. I can't tell sometimes through here. I'm going to tell you how you can get the make and take packets for this. So if you have really enjoyed this, and I have enjoyed sharing it with you, focusing on this stamp set, you can get the make and take packets, which would include all the cut pieces and parts, the card stock. I'm even going to include the ribbon and the bling and stuff. If you place a $40 order this week, I will send you the make and take packets. So what it will not include, it's not going to include the stamp set. Obviously, you may have some sentiment sets at home that are big and bold and fun like this that you could use yourself. But if you'd like to have this one, then I would highly suggest getting this. And it is such a great deal. Let me pull the catalog back out again here. It is only $20 for that. So here's the item number, 164747, and it's $20 with you in mind. So you could order that and then add to it. So if you end up spending $40, you're going to get the make and take packets for free. If you end up spending $50, I'm actually going to throw in a pack of these gems for free as well. Let me know if you've enjoyed these cards. I have definitely enjoyed sharing them with you. Is it going to stay? We're going for it. It's not exactly in the frame right, but hey. Okay, I let go of it. So I really do appreciate it. I hope you've enjoyed these cards. I enjoyed creating them with you. So, just a reminder, all right. You can get the make and takes for all 4 of these cards. I'll send them to you with a $40 order. There you have it. Kind of see them. They're just so bright and colorful, and it's a great mix of cards to get you started for the new year, even though we're into February already, for card sending out for all occasions, really. So $40 order, and I'll send you those make and takes. If you do a $50 order, I will also send you a pack of the gems that coordinate with that. So anyway, let me know if you have any questions. It was fun. Bye, ladies. I will talk to you later.